Hello, everyone. Welcome to the grand opening of the Sip of the Monty YouTube channel. As far as me posting like content on here. So I want to thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting me on my various social media platforms. You know, I'm Sipping the Monty on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. It's Monty J. Wilder. But if you type in Sipping the Monty, I'll come up. So technically I'm Sipping the Monty everywhere and here, of course. So thank you so much for supporting. You know, I do my live streams on here every Wednesday evening and Saturday afternoon. So be sure to tune in for that as well. And without further ado, let's get into today's topic. So today I wanted to talk about Mr. Joe Budden. Okay, they should have never gave you... Oh, it's too early in the video. They should have never gave you what they should have never gave y'all men podcast. They should have never gave y'all microphones and Wi-Fi and a ring light because this is a mess. It's in shambles, and it seems that male podcasters, with the exception of me, I also have a podcast, Sip of the Monty Podcast, available on all streaming platforms, coming back for season 2 at the beginning of 2023. With the exception of me, it seemed like they should have never gave you men these platforms. It seems like they're targeted towards the bashing of women, in particular Black women. And the reason I bring up that is because Joe Budden has a podcast. Don't know the name of it. If I did, I wouldn't be promoting it here based off of what he's been giving. So recently, Joe Budden took to his platform. Now, for those of you who don't know who Joe Budden is, he is a former reality television star. He was on Love and Hip Hop New York. And he had the hit song Pump It Up. I think Pump It Up hit #1 back in like 2001. Something like that. So yeah, that's what he's got. And so he's got this podcast now. And on the podcast, you know, the Megan Thee Stallion trial is going on. Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez were... I guess we still have to say allegedly shot her in her foot in 2020 after leaving a Kylie Jenner party. And it's been this big mystery around who did it, who saw it, who didn't see it. The bodyguard coming up missing now that was supposed to testify on the stand. And, you know, one minute the best friend Kelsey did see it. Then the next minute she didn't see it. And, you know, so all this is going on. So anyways, Joe Budden gets on his platform not to, you know, just say like, hey, whatever the case may be, I hope justice prevails and everybody finds peace in this situation. It instead of just keeping it cute, because, you know, I guess he has a pretty big platform. I guess a lot of people listen to that. So he gets on there. At first he tweets, he said something along the lines of, I should say something. And then it's just like, no, you shouldn't, because I knew it was going to be some BS. So he went on his platform to say, you know, oh, I don't know. I just don't like that girl. I don't like her. I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. I saw her do some terrible things to some people that I'm close in the industry to, and I just can't stand by and you know, agree with the way that she treats people. Now, like, say some names. You could say her name. So say the names of the people that you saw her treat badly. Since we're spilling tea, don't just tip the cup over, drop the whole damn cup. Splash the tea. Don't spritz me with droplets of tea. Throw the whole damn cup in my face. Dash me. Baptize me in the tea. So, the whole thing has been going around. Oh, she's lying. She's lying. She's lying. Somebody shot the girl. Somebody shot the girl. They want to say she shot herself, but that's just not the case. That's not what happened. She did get shot at. Doctors and surgeons have confirmed that she was shot, that the fragments are still in her feet. So that, I guess that's just something that she's going to live with. So he's saying that he doesn't like how she's treated some of his friends in the industry, but he's not saying who the friends are, but he's proudly saying her name and, who she is. But he's not saying what she's done, and he's not saying to who. Now, Joe Budden, if you want to be an advocate towards the proper treatment of people, let's talk about, some things that you've done, all alleged, of course. There's your relationship with your ex-girlfriend, Esther Baxter, who said that you sat on her pregnant stomach and unalived their baby, you all's unborn baby. Esther Baxter is a former video vixen. I used to love her. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Esther, she said that you sat on her stomach and unalived your baby, you all's baby. You deny that. You had another ex-girlfriend. She showed pictures of the bruises that, was caused by you. You denied that. Then we have Sin Santana. She was a co-star on Love and Hip Hop with you. I don't know if she was on at the same time as you. I checked out of Love and Hip Hop. It's in particular the New York franchise many years ago. So I'm not quite sure if you all were on there on the same time in a relationship. Don't know what that was giving. But she said that you had abused her. You denied that. And then your attempted fiance, didn't she say no? Tahiri, who you were on Love and Hip Hop with, she said that you abused her as well, and you denied it, but she had broken ribs and a broken nose. So you want to sit up here and talk about people being mistreated in the industry and you dislike it. Meanwhile, within your own relationships, people are being mistreated by you. And you want to sit up here and deny everything. But everybody ain't lying. It appears that you would allegedly have a violent history with women. And one could say that you're lying. Everybody's like, oh my God, Meg is lying. You're saying she's lying. She's not telling the truth. One could say that you're lying. Because this is at least 4 different cases from 4 different women who have had 4 different experiences with you through 4 different periods in time. And they all have stories of abuse. Now, where I'm from, the state I'm from, if you unalive an unborn child, that's murder. And you can get life for that. I believe it's called like Amy's Law or something like that. So that's a serious allegation. I think you have bigger fish to fry than what you feel Megan did to one of your friends. You want to sit up here and say that somebody is lying and that you disagree with the treatment of people, but it seems like you only have volatile, problematic histories with women. And you probably wish you could get your hands on Megan to, give her a lashing or, show her how you feel or where you're coming from, right? the thing is, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the struggle that you have in your sexuality. Is that why you're so mad at these women and hitting these women? Because you really want a man? Because then you come out as bisexual? Maybe you're just regular gay. And maybe it's not bisexual at all, because it seems that your relationships with women are very problematic and they just don't stick. And maybe you're afraid to have another a relationship with a man because, he'll be more than likely to, beat the hit you with the do right back. As were these soft, delicate, women that are still healing from these BBLs and these lifts and transplants and everything, just aren't in the physical, state to, get with you, as where, a cock diesel man, you have to take a hiatus from the podcast for a couple months to recuperate if you pull that, with one of the girls, because the girls like to tussle, okay? The girls, the girls, okay? So, maybe you should try, to just be with a man full time. As I tuck my hair behind my ear. Maybe, oh, that's ugly. Hold on, wait, y'all. Hold on, wait. Okay. I feel like Carrie Huger when that wig was sliding. That wig was backsliding like a sinner on Sunday morning. Maybe I think Joe Budden should just try to be with a man full time, because the women just aren't working out. You can't seem to keep your hands off of them. And you're the wrong person. Not only was it the wrong message, but it was the wrong person giving the wrong message. You know how they say, right message, wrong messenger? It was wrong altogether. You're not the person to speak on this case at all. You need to continuously speak on, you need to continuously have these Seinfeld conversations about, nothing. Talk about sex and, music and, a bar that you heard in a rap that you liked this week and how you might want to apply that to your life. But these heavy hitting issues, especially an issue where a black woman or a brown woman has suffered at the hands of a black man or a man in general, has suffered abuse, you are the wrong person to speak on anyone being abused, let alone a woman being abused by a man, when you literally are synonymous with domestic violence. You, Sir Joe Budden, you need to take a break from the podcast and rebrand and come back and talk about light, fluffy topics. Like, you don't get to touch on nothing hard hitting, nothing about anybody getting hit hard, because apparently the only thing that's hard hitting is you with the women. And we don't like that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to see that. We talking about Megan and Tory's trial. When is your trial? When is your trial coming for the alleged unaliving of the unborn child and the other 3 women that said that they were abused by you, and who knows who else, and maybe they just haven't come forward? How do you even get to sit up here as a free man with no felonies and get to speak on women that have been abused in their relationships with men? Where do you get off? Where and how? I don't know, you all. I could go on and on and on, but I feel like I'm rambling. I want you to drop down in the comments below and tell me how you feel. Do you feel, and everything I said about Joe Budden, none of it is cap. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Okay? For those of you who didn't hear it again, Google is your friend. Okay? So if you want to look up any of that stuff that I discussed, Google is your friend, okay? Because I know a lot of people like to say, oh, that didn't happen. What are your sources? Google. It's a simple Google search, okay? So, thank you all for tuning in. Drop down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about next, because this will be an ongoing thing. I will be uploading content on a regular basis. Bear with me. The content will get better. The quality will get better. I'm just giving this another go round. And, if people have been saying, you should get on YouTube, get back on YouTube. So here I am. So, and I'm not going nowhere now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will talk to you very soon.